Hi there folks, welcome to another edition of Crypto Coins. And on this edition we're actually going to be studying or looking at really a coin I've been very interested in. I've already invested a little bit, but I will at time invest more in it, and it's a coin called IOST. So let's get straight on with it. So it's got a market cap of $100 million, 24-hour volumes 5 million, circulating supply is 8.4 billion coins, and there's a total supply of 21 billion coins. On CMC at the moment it's ranked 62, and the price is just under 1.2 cents. So at the moment IOST are still fairly much in their early days of their well, basically they've just started really, and there were early days really of their development as a coin. So that's something to consider. But you know what, every coin that had to start out and was at a different stage of their process. It's just that in my eyes IOST have done a lot of things different. What they've done is set themselves high standards, so they're still working on a really high, ultra high TPS, transactions per second system, and they have a team of over 50 experts in the field, and they've been proven in the past, and they've got things right in the past, and they formed a team under IOST. And it's not just that. What I do like about IOST is that they've got a business side, which I'll go into a bit more as well. So they've got some very big investors that are actually helping them out as well, and part of the team. So really why they're doing this is that they want to reach really high standards in terms of security and scalability. Those two things are very important to this coin. Now they use a consensus called proof of believability, which allows basically two things to happen. First thing is it allows a next generation transaction throughput speed, and also the other point is that there's an insurance with the nodes that they actually adhere to the system and that the system doesn't get disrupted. So they're looking at such factors as the IOST token balance, the represented based token balance, the network contributions and user behaviours. So they're using all of those things to actually form a system that is fast, and that basically there's consensus to different parts of the system and to different node users, so the system works better basically than that particular blockchain. Now also what I've realised about them is that they're using a speedier type, a grade of Byzantine fault tolerance, and they're using microstate blocks as well. They're using an atomic commit protocol and dynamic sharding, where shards are distributed in a more efficient manner basically, and this is basically to secure the consistency and the ultra fast transaction speeds and workage of the system, while reducing storage configuration costs and processing power for validations, basically meaning you're going to get a faster transaction wherever you're going to be using this coin for the least amount of money and effort on your part basically. So basically what the other thing is, it actually adds up to a trustless network which is self-perpetuated and ultra decentralized, and basically this aims to benefit the majority or all of the holders rather than just a few financial whales, individuals that would be involved. Now like I said before, what I really like about IOST, on the one side they've got their structure of their own blockchain that they're working out, and they've clearly done another side where they've got like the business ideas of it, and it's actually shown that they're in two forms. One is Theseus and the other is Bluehill. They're two different companies that are actually working with IOST. So really Theseus, this this company consults businesses on why and how they should use the IOST blockchain for their business, and they've actually got engineers and engineers with lots of skills to actually physically make it easier for the companies to adopt this blockchain on their system. So basically that's what they're doing, is um, they're basically, once a company has got interest, they're saying, right, this is what it does, this is how it can save you money, this is why you use it, more efficient in your own business. And once the company really like it, then they say, look, this is how you do it. Basically, this is how you actually put it together physically on the computers into your connect it to your company. So they've got engineers to connect it. So that's basically a little bit about Theseus. And then there's another company that IOST are working with called Bluehill. They're basically a lot to do with funding for app development, decentralized apps development, marketing and advertising, to actually get the companies involved in the first place. So you can see how Bluehill has helped set things up to get them to be in a situation to do things like to launch on the mainnet, which they're going to be doing Q1 next year. They're also basically funding and supporting them, and they're also, getting customers on board basically. So with Bluehill and Theseus working together with IOST, and with like 50 experts involved in IOST, and well, with the price at 1.2, with only 100 million market cap, I mean this coin's got to be worth a few billion, definitely, once it's up and going, and once they've actually connected. So to get it at this price is very, very cheap, especially when you look at the actual market caps. And if you imagine that the market cap to go to like 50 to 100 billion in the next few years, then you're looking at some very good markups in terms of price if you want to actually invest and sell this coin as well. So that's something to consider. But all in all, I think the actual plan that they've got in progress and that they're running is very good, and it's a good time to catch them because they're not on mainnet yet. So basically, all in all, I think it's a really good coin to be involved with. Please like and subscribe, and perhaps you could make a comment or a donation so I could improve these videos for your viewing. So thanks very much for your time.